We need to be doing everything we can right now to bring the best closing argument for defeating Donald Trump to the few remaining undecided voters. So here are three different takes on it. One is from former Democratic U.S. Congressman Paul Hodes, who's talking particularly to more liberal undecided voters who might be having doubts. The second is from conservative Republican political consultant Alicia Preston, who makes a brilliant case for why principled conservatives who want to support the Republican Party can still vote their conscience against Trump. And then I go third as a more center-leaning Democrat, talking to all undecided voters about the one most important thing they need to do before they cast their vote. Take a look.
Well, look at where I come from and look at where he comes from. I come from the middle class. He's a billionaire. He doesn't really care about you. He just cares about himself. And you can see that in everything he does. Not only does he only care about himself, he only cares about rich people. And he's going to help rich people. He's not going to help you. And beyond that, he's taken away women's freedom. He's taken away our freedom. And he wanted to stage a coup. He's a traitor to his country. He's no patriot. If you want to reclaim what's great about America, you don't have to make it great again. We're a great country, and I stand for freedom and opportunity and individual liberty. He stands for Trump and rich people and dictatorship.
Alicia, what's your closing argument to people who might be listening and considering what to do?
If you are someone who's undecided because you don't like Donald Trump, you're uncomfortable with him, you fear what he may do power stretch in office, but you're uncomfortable with Kamala Harris because she does come from very liberal ideas, because they are in charge during what was a massive inflation, regardless of what originally caused it, and you're worried about the economy and your family's struggling, I want to let you know I get it. I'm with you. I'm one of those. So if you have to make a choice, vote for what you think is safer at the top and then protect yourself down ballot. If you vote for Harris at the top of the ticket because you just cannot bring yourself to vote for that man, I'm with you. Vote Republican if you've got a Senate seat up. Vote Republican in your congressional district. Vote Republican at your state level, where most of the things that affect you daily actually take place. You can do both. You can protect the country from Donald Trump and protect your family from way too liberal policies that may hurt you.
My pitch is that I would not presume to tell another adult what they should do. You do what you think is best. That's what democracy is for. I would just ask of you that you try to remember, put yourself in the mindset of truly remembering the experience that we had under Donald Trump. And so that you can go in with a clear view, a clear mind, and really judging rationally based on what actually happened. And the thing that I would really ask people to remember is, where were we 6 or 7 years ago? Donald Trump was president. We know now that he came from a business that was mostly made up by Hollywood and was mostly based on fraud. We know that most of his allies on his campaign were sketchy con men. Many of them went to prison. We know that he filled up his administration with unqualified grifters who didn't know what they were doing, and he didn't either. And we had turmoil. We had the most turnover in any administration ever. We had 3 government shutdowns. We had Trump delaying desperately needed aid to Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria because he insisted on the longest government shutdown ever. We had spiking crime, the largest one-year jump in the murder rate ever. We had more jobs getting outsourced overseas than during the Obama administration. We had costs going up because of Trump's trade war with China. We had the national debt exploding. And we had Donald Trump abusing his power. I also would ask people to think about what the experience was like at the height of COVID. And just remember, whatever that unpleasant image is for you, and I'm sorry to ask you to linger on that, just remember that Donald Trump had a big hand in how bad this got. He knew how big a threat it posed. We know that. We know that he ignored it and he lied about it. We know that he confused and undermined and politicized and stopped everything that we were trying to do to make it a little bit better and limit the damage. And we know that his own COVID coordinator said that 30 or 40% of the deaths in America were caused by Trump. And finally, if, as Alicia just said, you've really got on your mind the fact that the cost of everything has gotten too high, I respect that and I agree. And I would just, I even agree with Alicia's point that, hey, you can't love the fact that it happened under Joe Biden's watch. I would point out that we brought inflation, which went up everywhere in the world, down the fastest of all the big economies in the world. And I would just remind you that according to testimony by Mark Zandi, the chief economist at Moody's, the overwhelmingly biggest cause of high prices is Donald Trump. It was all because of COVID. It was because of supply and demand, basic economics, COVID. And Donald Trump made all of those effects much, much worse. Our whole purpose on this show is to listen to other people, learn a little something. I do that from Alicia every week. If your conscience is telling you, I want to vote for a Republican Senate candidate, I want to vote for a House member, I get it. I get it. I just entreat people to just remember clearly where we came from and what's likely to happen next, depending on the choice we make.